What is going on, guys? We're back here with some more Pokemon Showdown Live, and I just wanted to do something really quick and easy to edit because honestly, I just haven't had the time the past few days to be recording because I am taking summer classes and they're pretty fast paced. They're 5 week classes, and I'm taking quite a few of them. Um, that and I haven't picked out. I just haven't had the time to pick out a new monitor for my PC. I'm recording this from my laptop, but I thought I would play around with this really nice bulky offense team made by Darius, once again part of the Hella Squad. It's a really nice bulky offense team. It kind of takes me out of what I usually play, which is like really offensive styles. This is a lot more defensive with we got the nicer Galaxy, the Volcanion counter. And I think I can just set up ooh, this is bad. Ooh, this is bad. Oh, right away I gotta switch into my Scissor, which is indeed impish. And if this is like some sort of belly drum thing, unfortunately he gets a crit. That's so rough because I don't have any way of like punishing this. But I will get my Mega Evolution off as thankfully he switches in Volcanion. Oh, I don't know why I thought he had a Heatran, but I do have the counter in the oh my the one team that would carry that. Oh my god, that's shit. Okay, I'm gonna go into my Thunders here, and I'm just gonna go straight for Focus Blast. Uh, no doubt about it. He's gonna go into Ferrothorn. He's gonna catch that, and he's not gonna catch that Blast. I'm gonna do it again anyway because I mean it is my best play. I was hoping to catch T-Tard because I'm like 110% certain that it's. We miss another Focus Blast, and well, okay, that happened. So now I don't have anything for Volcanion. I think I just lose to that honestly because my Keldeo isn't scarfed. And my Gliscor is not. I don't think it's faster. If he's fast Volcanion, I just lose. Yeah, he wouldn't be slower than my Scizor, I don't think so. Unless he's absolute mint speed, and even then I'd still lose. So, I don't even know if there's a point in continuing this battle because Earthquake Volcanion, that's something else. Alright, maybe if I can lay up rocks, that's actually okay. This Clefable doesn't run a lot of defense, so what is this team? What are you doing? How am I gonna get blown away by this dude using Explosion? Holy shit. So now I don't have rocks. That's just fucking... Oh, okay, I can get something going with this. Fucker! What? I didn't even know that thing got Explosion. But now, oh well, he fucked up, because my Scissor can win now. Very nice. This is Bandazu. I'm impish, so I take that on all day long. Actually, yeah, I'll go into my Scizor. He goes into Tire. See, I'm scared now because I know he's gonna have Fire Blast. Oh no, he just goes for Crunch. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the Roost. That is my best play. He goes for Crunch. No defense drops. I can start going for that EQ. He seems to be like some sort of banded variant. I don't know, but I get a clean 2-hit KO. Excadrill, unless it's Adamant Life Orb, will not kill me. I don't think so. Goes for Waterfall. I can roost that off. That's doing way too much. Eventually, I'm gonna die because it's doing 52. Unfortunately, I'm not max defense. It really should be because this is my only counter to. Because I mean, Clef is my. That's the thing though. Because if I make this thing like fully Spadef, then I really don't have a Lottie answer. So I think I just lose here. Okay, what is my? I'm trying to think of what my play is other than just PP stalling and hoping that he doesn't crit me. Is that the play? Because Gliscor can beat Excadrill easily. I think Adamant, just plain Adamant Earthquake does like 30. I mean, Adamant Ironhead does like 30. And if he's Air Balloon, I can pop that with Stone Edge. I'm trying to remember how much PP Waterfall has. Let me see. Waterfall. If it has 24, like I think, and not 16, then... Oh, yeah, it does have... Okay. Yeah, I lose this no matter what. That sucks, because he does not deserve to win this. He choked that away so bad. I had to hope for like 2 crits in a row to win the game. Alright, GG. That sucks. How am I going to lose to someone who just throws like that because I don't have the right spread? I mean, this isn't a bad spread. I'm sure this serves some kind of purpose. I'm gonna trust what's his face, Obi on this, but yeah, because like my ban, you know what? I'll change this right now. Uh, I don't know what the 84 serves, but I do want to not get to it KO'd by Bandit Azu, because really it just sweeps his entire team. And that's not an uncommon set, guys. Like that's something that people run pretty regularly, if not Belly Drum, which this team also can't really handle that. I mean, apart from Keldeo does have hidden power electric, but we can't just be relying on that. So it's likely he'll just lead this thing, the Dawn Fan. So I think Keldeo's a pretty decent lead. Never mind. And he's in a Volt Switch. Pretty, yeah, that's a pretty solid play on this part. This is why I don't like playing these like bulky offense kind of teams. It's very easy to just lose momentum from the very beginning. And my answer to this is Keldeo, pretty much, as he goes for BP. And Skull is my best play, just fishing for burns. Unfortunately, I don't get it, and I mean, going to Clefable is a pretty risk-free answer. As soon as I do get my hazards up, okay, so he goes for Wisp that time. Now I'm gonna get my hazards up. Goes for Hydro Pump, does nothing. I think Knockoff's a pretty decent play. I really do like Knockoff Clef. It deals with stuff like Torn, catches Gengar. What else? A lot of good stuff that likes to switch in the Clef. That Scizor appreciates having weakened, or like knocking off the Heatran's leftovers. That's also very useful. As we're gonna go for the softball. Man, I can't believe I fucking lost to that explosion guy. That's crazy. Unfortunately, I get some hacks. I get some criticals, minus Spadef, Moonblast on him. If he wants the Pain Split, like that's okay. He can only do that so many times, and I do have the soft boiled. Yeah. And weakening this Rotom is actually quite big because I do have my Rocks up. Donphan's not a good Pokemon in OU. And the only thing stopping my Scizor from doing some work are... Well, he does have his own Scizor because mine is it's a Bug Bite variant, unfortunately. I might actually change that because the whole point of this Clef is to knock off Heatran's leftovers, which is huge for Scizor. But Scizor can't do more than like 10% to it, which is really nasty. It's annoying. I mean, Bug Bite has come in handy before, but I might actually just change that. I think Knockoff is just the better move overall. Even if it doesn't do as much damage as... he does switch out. This is still good for his... it's good for his Manectric, so I'm going to keep it healthy. And once again, Keldeo is my play. If he goes for U-turn, that's obviously banded. But at least now I can keep him from... I can just keep him from going into the Donphan to spin. And in comes the Rotom once again. I kind of want to just go to Dragalge, but I don't know if I have enough... Oh no, I'm running a lot of speed on this. So I should be able to outspeed Donphan, but I honestly don't know if Draco kills. I don't know about that. So this is my plan. Oh, that crit really sucks because this thing... Because then if Donphan crits me after that, then I kind of lose this. Now I'm gonna go into my Scizor. I am Bizdef. I get my Toxic Orb, and I'm just gonna go for I could double. I think Stone Edge is the better play overall, but he goes into Donphan. Unfortunately, I can't taunt this into. I mean, obviously, Rapid Spin does not get. It's an attack, so I can't really stop him from doing that. So I think just going into my Clef is the best answer here, and go for the nice clean Scald. The Rotom has been weakened. I kind of want to stay in here predicting Pain Split. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. We're making man's plays here. As I do get the burn, so... Oh, but he goes for Volt Switch. That's unfortunate, but now his Rotom is weakened to the point where my Scizor can do some work. As he goes into Manectric, that's okay. That's okay. My answer does come in the form of Dragalge, and I just drop a Draco. Yeah, this does nothing to Dragalge, especially because I'm running Spadef. That's probably for Volcanion, which you can see how that went, the battle before this. I shouldn't have sacked my Keldeo like that. That could have been useful. is that Draco did nothing. I'm going to lay up my T-Spikes because I'm going to predict him to want to pursuit. Yeah, as he does just that, I go for T-Spikes, and now we go right back into Gliscor. This doesn't seem... Yeah, it's like AV or something like that. That was... Everything it did was just kind of weak. And I'm just going to go for Roost. If he goes into the Rotom, I mean, that just dies to burn. If he wants to go to Donphan, yeah, go ahead and get that burn. And then here, oh yeah, I did reveal Stone Edge though, didn't I? So this is actually really cool because this gets taunted. I can just go for repeated Earthquake, get this nice and weakened. Goes for Rapid Spin, that's cool because, I mean, Ice Shard's going to do like 3 if you want to be honest about that. And actually, I'm going to take this opportunity to Mega Evolve my Scizor, although he's got the Talonflame. It's pretty bad, and I don't have Hazard Control. So now really the only thing I'm going to have for Talonflame is my Gliscor. But I do just want to get my Mega Evolve off as he switches me into the worst possible thing, which is my Clef. Which, I was expecting him to want to set up with Talonflame, but it doesn't look like that's the case. I am predicting him to just want to go for U-turn here, honestly. I mean, I do have my... This thing is just here, just chilling. I mean, this kind of 1v1s his team, doesn't it? Yeah, go ahead and, let me see how much... Earthquake shouldn't knock him out. And now I'm just going to go for Roost, as he does go into the Talonflame, and this looks like Banded. But actually, you know what? I'm just going to go for... Oh, no. That's really risky because, if he goes for... I think Banded Brave Bird might 2-hit KO me. I'm not sure about that. Oh, no. Okay. I'm going into my Scizor, take the Bullet Punch, go for Roost. As he's just going to go into Manectric. That's fine. I can go into my Dragalge, and I think I'm just going to go for Sludge Wave. I want to pressure this Manectric and also make sure that I can KO it, so maybe I'll just lay up some T-Spikes. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Is that that did more than expected, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I should have just gone for an attack. That's fine. I can just actually I can just go for Soft Boiled here. And here I don't want to sack Thundurus. Even though, I mean, I did weaken T-Tar to the point where maybe Focus Blast can kill him. That looks like AV to me, I'm not going to lie to you guys. But, yeah, I'm just going to go into this. I don't know why he's refusing to go into Talonflame on my Scizor. Maybe he thinks I have, like, I don't know. As he goes for the Flamethrower one last time, and I can just go for the, kind of contemplating what I want to go for. I think Knockoff's a decent play here. That Flamethrower crit kind of sucks because now I can't really soft boil on anything. Although I will still be getting my leftovers, and I can just go ahead. Knocking off the Talon would be amazing. So he's like double banded, because that U-turn. I mean, you don't run U-turn on a set that's not. Oh, it's Sharp Beak. Okay. All right. Well, that's actually okay, because now, because my Gliscor lives, obviously. It does live. As he goes for the Flare Blitz, obviously cannot burn me because I am Toxic Orb, as, just gonna go for the U-turn, just gonna go back into Scizor. Unfortunately, I keep missing. And he just keeps going for the... So now I know that the Flare Blitz and the Brave Bird are not gonna really be affecting me, that was really the problem that I was facing, and having to keep this thing at very, very high amounts of health. But now I'm thinking he's gonna go for HP Ice. What would I need Scizor for? This beats both Talonflame and it beats his T-Tar, but just on the off chance he's some weird like Ice Beam set, Thunderous can still check Talon. Clef should live 1 T-Bolt if I sack something. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go for the Bullet Punch, make sure this thing dies faster, because after that, I should still live a T-Bolt. Yep, that's what I thought. Talon comes in, Talon tries to... I mean, his only play is to try and Swords Dance up. Yeah, as he goes for the Brave Bird, I can just T-Bolt that. The T-Tar comes in, and it is promptly defeated by Focus Blast. And that's definitely AV. And by my Gliscor. Look at that T-Bolt, that did nothing. That was a good battle. Still not really used to this team. I just kind of loaded it up and started playing. And okay, alright, what is this? We got a nice Sun team that loses to Gliscor. If this were Spadev Gliscor, this would be over. That boy would be out of here. Honestly, Dragalge puts in a lot of work on his team as well. Even though the T-Spec's not going to be that great because of Venusaur, like, it just straight up counters a lot of his team. Mostly the Ninetales and the Venusaur, which are his main, like, weather mons. As he's going to go into his Donphan, I'm just going to set up the rocks. Maybe I should have led with Gliscor because I kind of don't want rocks on my side. So what are my win conditions here? He goes for the knockoff, which I guess is okay. I can just go for knockoff on him, get rid of his recovery options. As he goes for the Earthquake. That's kind of bad. I need this for... Need it for Sceptile and all of that. As he does go for the Rapid Spin. I need this thing out of here, honestly. And now he's going to light up his own rocks. But he goes for Earthquake again. That's odd. And now I can just go for Scald, fish for burns. Anything I can get is good. Getting this out of the way is crucial so I can lay up rocks. And after that, the combination of, like, why would you stay in on that? That's crazy. That benefits me more than it... So now Donphan is essentially dead. I don't know, he shouldn't have sacked that. My Clefable is healthy and I can set up Stealth Rock on a good number of your Pokemon. So I don't know why the fuck he did that. This is actually a problem. This maybe I shouldn't have let him knock me off. He's gonna go for the... Okay, I'm gonna make some plays here. He's Earthquake. That's alright. That's something you don't see every day. I'm just gonna Bug Bite. This is where that Spadef would have come in handy if he's gonna go for HP. No. But now I can just go for the Stealth Rock. I doubt he would stay in here. I'm a really specially defensive set. I think he would just go into Scarm or something. No, he actually went for it. If this is some like weird mix set that manages to knock me out, I might just... that might be bad. But now, Softball is my best play all around. I mean, Crit Leaf Storm would just kill me, but I have to... Alright, I have to keep this healthy, obviously, for the Sceptile. Thunderous is the best play here, and I can start going for the nice HP Ice. Do you really think he'd go straight into Sceptile? I don't think he would. Really? That's what we're going to do now? This is what we're going to do now. That did nothing, so this is likely Custap Scarm, which means that was a good play regardless. Yeah, there's no point not going in for HP Ice. No point. Cool. Catch this taunt. Now what? I guess I can go to Keldeo? I mean, he's just gonna bring in the stupid... the Sceptile again. But see, I would switch to Clef here, but if he for some reason decides to stay in an Iron Head, like... Then clearly I'm lost. So he just sacks his Weather Abuser. That's cool. Dragalge hard counters you because I am running a pretty Spadef set. Pretty specially defensive indeed, and I can just go for the... I can go for the Hidden Power Fire just in case he wants to switch to Scarman for some reason. Goes for the Hypno. That's pretty... that's pretty wacky. As now his only plays here, or his only plays Sceptile. And Clef, he shouldn't go for Leaf Storm here. Yeah, he went for Earthquake, and now I can just go for the Moonblast, knock him out. Knock him clean out. If he wants to go to Scarm, okay, that's fine. Goes to Venusaur, that's cool too. Definitely not staying in here. Because this is my only way to beat his... to beat a Sceptile, yeah. I can just go right into... oh, but he makes a double for some reason, and I can just go for Hidden Power. Would he really have Defog on this? Defog and Rapid Spin? Because he sacked his spinner really early. Regardless, I'll just keep going for HP Fire here. He doesn't really beat me with this. He doesn't seem to have like attacking moves, and I mean, if Sceptile wants to switch in, that's good damage, honestly. I will keep going for this. And I get my HP back, so actually I might be able to live one. I'm gonna calc this. I do have my calculator out, because Regalgy is especially defensive. I'm not calm though. I'm modest with like 130 or something like that. I'm not certain exactly what that calc accomplishes, but I didn't realize how much of a threat Mega Sceptile was. Yu all out offensive. That doesn't even come close to KOing me. Well, alright. So now the biggest threat to our team is gone because he chose to go for Earthquake. And I guess Earthquake's for Heatran. That's pretty smart. I like the idea. Even though in general, I just don't think that Mega Sceptile is fit for OU. So are you just some... okay, just some Brave Bird stuff? Okay. Cool. Very cool. Go into this. Oh, do you live Banded? I don't even know. I might have just sacked this for no reason. Rip. Oh, Skarmo's at 35. I shouldn't have a problem if I have my Keldeo. Oh, thanks for letting me get my leftovers. Venusaur should die to Rocks, T-Bolt plus Hidden Power, whatever. So I just sweep with this, honestly. Can Talon even... yeah, I don't know why he switched out. Talon can't come back in on Rocks. This game is over. I'm going to go ahead and start searching for another one. Okay, so let me finish this one up first. So this dude's got double Genie, Torn. Torn's disgusting. I don't like Torn. Okay, then he's got a Bisharp. Honestly, my Thunder is kind of does some work on his team. And I'm going straight for Focus Blast because he has the Manectric. If he stays in, then I stand by my play. I don't know what else I could have fucking done. Nice. That damage is actually very, very crucial. And you know what? I'm going for another one. That should KO him. So yeah, he forfeits. Of course yeah, okay. I'm done playing with these fucking... I'm pretty salty about that. As he goes for the Thunderbolt, I can just go for... he wouldn't switch in... would he really switch in Bisharp on this? He'd probably switch in Torn. So yeah, I'm just dropping a Draco, seeing how much it does to Torn. Not much because I'm not invested. Maybe he'll go to Lando. That would be nice. I still get some pretty decent damage because I am obviously the adaptability. That sucks that I missed. That really sucks. What would this thing do to me? So yeah, he's obviously AV. I can just go for the Sludge Wave, maybe hoping for a Para. I just want to get this weakened, honestly. Now I can just sort of... he's going to go for U-turn now. That's the bad thing. I'm going to go straight into Gliscor. Might as well get my Toxic Orb. Never mind! Fuck. Who does that? That's so whack. Okay, now I get my Stealth Rocks because he does not... oh, well, he has the Tentacruel, but I have a number of things that can not switch into that. Mostly my Thundurus, which got weakened, which is super annoying. That shit is whack. But I can knock this off because I'm pretty sure he's just going for spin. These things run like acid spray, so... And that's just to make sure that my T-Bolt kills him. Yeah, they run the acid spray. So I just go right into my Thunderous and start threatening his team. Main can only take like one more, maybe. I have no reason not to just go for T-Bolt. These things should run like bold, so this dies. That's all I have to say about that. So it's looking like maybe I can sweep with Scarf Keldeo. Scarf Keldeo definitely does work, especially if he sacks this here. Oh, he just goes in the Bisharp. Okay. So now we're playing this game. Okay, I see. I'm just going to Scizor. I'm not risking anything. Goes for knockoff. Good. I can just get my Mega Evolution. And honestly, just go for Roost. I don't see a reason not to. Oh. Okay, cool. Catch this, That did nothing. Jesus Christ. Scizor is a monster. So now Bisharp, a pretty sort of substantial threat to my team. The reason I didn't switch in my my Keldeo is because I absolutely did not want to lose my Choice Scarf. That's actually kind of important. You do nothing for the rest of this game. HPS might kill. I actually am not sure about that. Maybe. I don't know. I could make a Man's Play and switch in Keldeo, or I could make a Man's Play and switch in Clefable. Because I think you died to... I think you died to HPIs, don't you, at this range? You might live, so... And Sludge Wave kind of hits everything. He might just go back into Tentacruel, but he's not going to have any way of recovering. Which... Oh, he just goes into Torn, lets that get weakened. I'm okay with this. I'm totally okay with this. Scizor's looking kind of nice. Well, no, he has Volcanion. Which... Oh, this was my counter to that. Well, rest in peace. Rest in peace. What would he do, though? Would he just, like, Hurricane? I imagine that's what he'd do. But then he risks just losing this. But lucky players stay getting lucky, so, I mean, what are you going to do? Stealth Rock is by far my best play right here. As, he's going for U-turn, he's going into Tentacruel, I know that. But do I want to make a Man's Play? And go Gliscor here. Actually, Gliscor is kind of useless, so I'm just going to go into that. Go for U-turn. Never mind. Well, I mean, what are you going to do with these players? Fucking... Oh my god. This is so dumb. Can this thing even knock? It probably knocks out Torn with, Thundurus with the fucking... The knockoff. And I have to HP Electric here because he has this stupid Volcanion. And Tentacruel, which I am totally okay with weakening because of that, because of the Rapid Spin. Very nice. And now I'm just going to go into my Thundurus, predicting his Lando. Or I could go Clef. Toxic, not bad. Now these rocks are probably up to stay. No, I'm going to Scizor and going for the nice BP. Okay, that was actually a nice series of plays because now my Clefable is pretty healthy to the point where I can switch into stuff like, not this. Definitely not this. Well, now I got a sack because he's going for... Or I can just go into Keldeo, which is sort of, kind of my win condition. I don't know about that. I can go in... I'm kind of iffy about that. Jesus Christ, that Steam Eruption does so much. I'm so unsure of what to do here because this thing honestly just beats my team. So now he knows I'm Scarf, which means the Lando's gonna come in. Okay, that's fine. No, it's not. Goes for U-turn. So is you Scarf? That looks like Scarf damage. Otherwise, I don't think it would do that much. He's got all the momentum on his side, so I'm probably just gonna lose because of that. And because I lose him on every time Specs Volcanion comes in. Well, I gotta sack Scizor. It's inevitable, but I have to do it. Because knocking out Nectric or the okay, he sacks Tornadus. Okay, so now I can actually win. I might win if he plays really awful here and sacks his this thing, his Volcanion. I have to keep this and this alive at all costs. I know that much. He might just T-Bolt here, honestly, which, nah. Yeah, he just T-Bolted. So now I gotta start making some plays. I have to play really aggressively here. He knows I'm Scarf. He knows that if he loses this, there's a good chance he will lose to my Thundurus. So what he's gonna do here is he might just switch. Yeah, he's gonna switch in Volcanion. That's the only thing that makes sense. Goes into this, that's fine. He still needs to. Oh, this is. If we assume this is Scarf, then he doesn't die to this, and Stone Edge just kills me, and that's good. No, it's a good game. It's a good game because I have the Secret Sword. That could still win me the game. It could, assuming it does enough to this Lando, and that Volcanion misses something. No, nah. I don't think I had any chance of Okoing Lando if he was like just full HP. So that was a decent game. I feel like if Rocks had been up, this would have been different. Unfortunately, he had a Rapid Spinner that dealt with my Clefable really well, and I wasn't able to make sure that I had a Brox the entire game. Because think about how many times this Volcanion came in. I should have just prioritized getting up the rocks and keeping them that way. I feel like this team could really use like a spin blocker or some way to punish, particularly Rapid Spin, because Rapid Spinners are what really kill this team, not necessarily defoggers. So we go ahead and catch the L there. We're gonna get one more battle with this team before calling it a day. I do want to work on this team though. It's a cool concept. I just feel like Dragalge just doesn't do enough a lot of times. It ends up being a sack, even though in this game I really should not have sacked it because he did have that Volcanion in the back. So maybe that was my fault, but it's just against this kind of team, for being a bulky offense team, I feel like it's a little bit too easy to just it has a hard time controlling the Hazard War. So this looks like a pretty offensive team. Clefable should be Cure in black, yeah, as that's going to be the his play of choice. They don't really run Iron Head that much anymore. They're more like special sets, and I can just lay up the rocks right there. And go into my Gliscor. These things don't typically carry Body Slam anymore, which is good. I can just go for Taunt here in case he wants to switch on the Lottie right away. But he goes for U-turn, okay. So now I have an idea what kind of set this is. He goes into Manaphy. That's interesting because Dragalge is sort of a... This is not a counter. Okay, what do I want to do here? Well, that sucks. Despite all my Spadef, I couldn't stop that. Okay. I could be greedy and go for Plot here. No, that's not my best play. Because I need Keldeo to kill this, so... I mean, that... I couldn't really stop that because, I mean, Tailglow Manaphy naturally has the matchup against this kind of team. So he does go into Latios, catches that Secret Sword. Scissor's a pretty easy play here, and I can just go for the BP. He would carry Hidden Power Fire on this kind of team, so I'm just going right back into Clef. Lay up the rocks once again, mostly for the pincer, so my Scissor can beat it. Oh no, I'm not taking any risks here. You're catching a Moonblast. Gone. I'm not losing another 2 Pokemon because of that piece of shit. And he's gonna go into... Oh, he went to Lando here. Judging by his team, this is some kind of... This is offensive. But getting up the rocks was really what was important there. Is I can just go into Gliscor. So this is like maybe Scarf, I want to say. Lottie, I want to say it dies to... I really want to say it dies to Rocks plus Stone Edge. You know what? I'm going for Taunt. I'm not risking it. I absolutely cannot have those rocks blown away. Clef is useless right here. Yeah, that was the best play by far. And... Oh, it's Leftovers Kyurem. That's funny. This is honestly looking to be a pretty decent win condition because I can switch into both Pinsir and Lando, and everything else dies to this. So, yeah, you can get out of here. It's looking like a W for me. But now this thing comes in. I really did not want this to come in. But, well, nevertheless, I can still beat the rest. He's going for defog 100%. So yeah, you can catch that. Catch that sword. That's just making sure that it's in range of Gliscor's Stone Edge. And this is still very valuable. That was a risky play, but I think it's going to pay off in the end in momentum because he's going to have to sack Lottie here and probably go into Pinsir, which... Does that even knock out? I mean, I'm a Gliscor. I'm physically defensive Gliscor. I don't think it's max because it has some speed, but I mean, you get the point. I guess another play I could have made there was going into Scizor, but Scizor has an even less chance of beating. Yeah, it goes for that. And as long as I don't miss Stone Edge, I should have this in the bag. Because Keldeo beats his other 2 Pokemon.
Of all things!
Oh my god, of course! That's horrible. Did Stone Edge even... It should knock him out. That's times 4... When Stone Edge costs us the game, unfortunately. I'm salty about that. And Rock Slide absolutely did not... oh, it didn't even... no. Does this run attack? Nope, it doesn't. Didn't even have, like... I mean, but then that would have, like... I would have had Bullet Punch, so... It still cost me the game. That's so irritating. And we're gonna run. If it didn't knock him out, I could have just used Bullet Punch, and I definitely would not die to a +4 quick attack. I mean, I'm a Mega Scizor. It's bulkier than Skarmory, for fuck's sake. And for one more game, we get this garbage right here. Luckily, this is where Dragalge can kind of shine because it threatens Sableye with the Sludge wave, And laying up T-Spikes is pretty crucial for this. As he... Oh, you can catch that wave. I'm gonna lay up some T-Spikes too. He might see it coming and go back into Sableye. Oh, but it's not even Mega Evolve, so... The fuck do I care about that? And as for Defog Skarmory, that's just fodder for my Thundurus. And you know what? I'm going right into it too because he's going into Skarm here. And once I get this thing knocked off of Clef, because I know it's gonna happen at some point. Oh, you just... Okay, I guess that's the game you want to play. Okay. I don't know why you would stay in instead of trying to get these out of here as soon as possible, but okay. I am just going to go for the knockoff. He might want to go for T-Wave. He goes into the Skarmory. Okay. That's what I expected from the start. And he's just gonna defog everything, huh? But I have Stealth Rocks on him once again. Now I'm gonna go into my Skarmory. He might want to lay up some spikes, but he just defogs again. As I expect him to go back into Chansey. This Stallbreaker Gliscor just sort of shuts him down. It really does. I can just go for Taunt here. It's not... Would this thing really be, like, super offensive? It might. I don't know. But Taunt is still the best play here, and I can just go for the Stone Edge. Gauge how much it does. Is this thing leftovers? It didn't look like it. As unfortunately I miss, which is kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But this thing, I can just go into Dragalge, go for Hidden Power. This might be Fizz Def actually, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing, just switching around. I'm gonna go for T-Spike. Goes for knockoff? Like, okay, buddy. You do you. Okay, I'm just gonna go for the HP Fire. That does nothing. Now I'm going for Sludge Wave because I'm tired of this thing. And him just playing bad with it. He should go Skarm. And watch, now he's gonna go Skarm. Like, I can't play with these people. It's just impossible. Go into Skarm. It's not that hard. As he goes into Chansey, catches that nice poison. Not even bad. And now I can just go into my Gliscor and proceed to taunt everything. So is he planning on Mega Evolving that Sableye anytime soon? I'm just asking. Unless he already Mega Evolved it and I didn't notice. Okay, let's see what I can do here. I can continue collecting leftovers with this. That's one option. Chansey's at 71. I'm going for game. I don't know why he switched into Skarmory there, but now because that Chansey's gonna stay poisoned, it's gonna stay at 70. And if he wants to switch it in now, it's gonna catch a T-Bolt. And Quagsire can't do anything to me, so he sacks his Defogger. Very nice. He played the stall team horribly. Like, this is all just downhill from here. I have no reason not to HP Ice. Can I live to, let me see my HP stat. I can live to Seismic Tosses, and he realizes that it's over, and he runs. So, that was a decent shot on live. I have to get used to playing more like bulky styles, since that's, it's a style I really want to get into. I feel like I've just been stuck in offense for a long time because it's the easiest thing to pick up when you've been on a hiatus, which I often do that. So go ahead and sub if you like this live, and I will see you guys next time.